Pappy, you swim with the alligators. If you get attacked, it's not your fault.
And it's not your fault that you fell for their lies. You had a literal spell cast on you, and I'm going to prove it. You see, this is Uncle Pappy, and I've done videos on how he is actually Robin Williams. Robin Williams, who supposedly died by one of these, just like Chris Cornell from the band Soundgarden, Chester Bennington from the band Linkin Park, Jonathan Brandis, the childhood actor, and Michael Hutchence from the band NXS. Yep, they supposedly all died from this method, if you get what I'm saying. You know, one of these, which just happens to be used in magic and spell crafting. In the occult, rope symbolizes connections, both divine and mundane, and in the powers of binding oaths, enacting spells, it's used in rituals, and look, Masonic beliefs, it's used in masonry all the time. You know, the guys I talk about are lying to you all the time. So like I said, it's not your fault that you believed it. And if you're sitting here right now and the cognitive dissonance is just eating at you, or the trauma-based mind control isn't allowing you to see it, well, I've done a video on every single one proving it. Chris Cornell became Jonathan Rumi of The Chosen. You can hardly tell there's two different people there. I mean, look at those foreheads. You just change the nose a little and beautify the face, voila. Jonathan Brandis is literally Bradley Cooper. I've proved this with the exact same scars and markings, and I mean, look at those pretty, beautiful eyes. I mean, come on. The hairline's even exact, along with the exact chin. And this guy, Chester from Linkin Park, well, I was wrong about him. One of the few times I've been wrong, but I righted that ship, because if you can't see that he's now Spider-Man, aka Tom Holland, well, go check out the video. It's undeniable. This guy, Michael Hutchence, the guy that was cast in the movie The Matrix just 3 days before his death. You sure he wasn't in that movie? You sure they didn't just cut his hair and give him a little bit of makeover and he wasn't Agent Smith, aka Hugo Weaving? Go watch that video. But let's get back to the not your fault guy who literally lives in Florida and makes stupid online videos claiming to be this bright, positive inspiration. Yet he's literally lied to humanity and caused a lot of trauma and grief and sadness. That's called duality. Do you notice the discoloration here, those two? Yeah, those discolorations in the same spot. Oh, Uncle Pappy. Oh, Robin Williams. What about those two dots? Do those look like they're the exact same two? I wonder if they're in the exact same place. Oh, there's Uncle Pappy on his shoulder, and oh, there's Robin Williams. And that mark looks like that mark, and you can see there's two right there, kind of like there's two right there. And those eyes even look pretty similar. I wonder if those belong to Tom Holland and Chester Bennington. Oh, look at that. They're just doppelgangers though, right? I'm sure he, why don't we let it just finish coming together. And I'd say that scar is in a very similar spot to that one, right? Pretty similar, almost exact, I would say. Oh, there's Jonathan Brandis and Bradley Cooper. Funny how they can morph into each other so easily, where the chin doesn't even move, just gets thinner and prettier. And good old Jesus from The Chosen, aka Jonathan Rumi, he was nice enough to give us a nice close-up on his teeth. And while I saw an opportunity to go find Chris Cornell's teeth and compare them, and I mean, the same overlap, the same little fang there. So nice of him to forget to put his dentures in that day. Oh, and I almost forgot good old In the Matrix, which they're trying to keep your mind in, Hugo Weaving, aka Agent Smith, and Michael Hutchence. I want to let past Tyler do the pointing while I do the talking. First, look at their noses, how almost identical they are. I mean, it's just a little bit off. And then you can see there's a very clear scar there where a mole used to be. But that's not the big thing I want to show you. There's literally 3 dots that I'm pointing to, that I used to be pointing to. 1, 2, 3 exact dots in the exact same place. 1, 2, 3. And I bet you understand who those 2 people are by this point. right? Oh, Michael Hutchins and Hugo Weaving. And would you imagine that their faces can just mesh perfectly? Now, at this point, you have one of two options. You can remain mind controlled by these monsters who are lying to you with trauma based mind control, making you feel sad for them. And then when you have an emotional response, you can't think logically and critically. And you could never look at something like this and be like, maybe I'm being lied to. So you could stay there, or you can realize there's a guy on the internet who's just trying to help you get out of that. So you can figure out a whole lot of things you've been lied to other than that, like the fact that you're a spiritual being in a spiritual realm, not spinning on a ball evolved from a chimp. And there's a divine heavenly Father who loves you and just wants you to know him. The choice is yours. It really is. But of course, I'm just joking about this anyway. I know all these guys tragically passed away, and they're not all just deceiving you in other ways on other platforms. Like whatever one you're on right now, he's there. Go look him up and tell him the fittest flat earther said, "Hey bud, we went to the same middle school, Deer Path Middle School." Got him all. Entertainment only though, of course, people.